All right, so good morning. You can grab a belt if you don't have one handy. And it can also be like a belt, like from a bathrobe. I actually use a tie. It could be a yoga strap. And just have that handy. We'll put that next to you while you're in your seated posture. All right, so good morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started in our comfortable seated posture on the floor. Feel free to use a blanket under your seat or a small pillow or a rolled up towel, something like that. And that's going to help you to sit nice and tall, just giving a little bit of support under your hips. If you're not comfortable cross-legged, it is okay to stretch out your legs or open them up a little bit more. Okay, whatever's comfortable for you. So let's start with the hands either in the lap or on your knees, and go ahead and close your eyes. In and out through your nose. And just lengthen from the base of the spine, up the back, through the neck, through the top of your head. And relax down through the forehead and around your eyes. Relax your nose and your cheeks, your jaw. And down through the neck and throat and the shoulders, all the way down the arms to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders, relax through the upper back, your chest and lungs, your heart center, down through the abdomen, through the lower back. And just relax from the hips all the way down the legs, your feet and toes. And now focus on your breath. Just count to yourself the length of your inhale, count the length of your exhale. See if you can even out your breath. And now with your next exhale, go ahead and bring your chin forward, let your head hang down. And just draw the chest up towards your chin and just hold. Still focusing on your breathing. If your mind feels a little busy this morning, just keep bringing it back to the breath. Bring it back to this moment. Let's roll the head gently to one side. So let your ear hang toward the shoulder. Relax your jaw. And now round to the back. Let your head go back. And now over to the other side. And bring your head back down to the front. And then let's do a few circles. Inhale, roll your head to the back. And exhale, back to the front. And do the same number of circles to each side. When you're done with your neck rolls, let your head hang down. Just clasp the hands, lay them gently on the back of your head and hold. Good. Good. And let your head come back up to center. You put one hand on your head, the other one on the leg, and just gently draw the ear toward the shoulder and hold. Good. And over to the other side. Feel that stretch all the way down to the neck, into your shoulder. Good. And then just let your head come back to center. Good. Eyes are back open. You can turn your head gently back and forth from side to side. Good. And then just let your head come back to center. All right, arms by the side. Inhale, reach out and up. Nice stretch. Clasp your hands together. Reach up. Exhale, lean to one side. And then inhale as you come up. And exhale over. Inhale to center. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and come back to center and just draw back slightly with those arms. Stretch. And fingertips touch. Inhale. As you exhale, bring those arms out and down. And let's take the hands behind your back, clasp them together. Gently roll those shoulders back. Just stretch for a moment. Good. And relax. Go ahead and reach the arms out. Let your fingertips touch the shoulders. Make some nice big circles. And back, around. And let's change direction. Go ahead and let your arms come down, relax. And let's stretch the legs out in front. Rock your feet in and out, maybe flex your feet a little bit. So if you just joined on, I do want to do some stretches today using a belt. So if you've got like a bathrobe belt or you can even use like a small towel, or I use a tie. If you have a yoga strap, go ahead and grab that. Hopefully that's handy for you. Right, so we're going to come over and we'll start on the hands and knees, warming up in that table pose. If you want extra padding, just open up a blanket or a towel and put that under your knees. Okay. So, excuse me, hands on the mat under your shoulders, knees and feet, hip distance apart. Let's go ahead and tuck the chin in. Round your back, your shoulders, and stretch as you exhale. Arch your back, look up as you inhale. And exhale. And just move at your own pace. Let's do a few more of these. Exhale. Round your back, your shoulders, and stretch. Inhale, arch and up. Good. Next exhale. Let's bring the hips back to your heels. Forehead to the mat. Reach all the way out with your arms. Stretch. And then from here, we'll come up into your downward dog. So you're going to go ahead and press up,
back and stretch. And let's do the runner stretch where you bend one knee, push your opposite heel all the way down to the mat. Alternate your legs, back and forth. And go ahead and bring your shoulders forward, knees down to the mat. So we're going to stretch out your lower back. This is a great stretch for the shoulders too. You're going to sit towards that right heel, reach over to the left, and just relax, stretch into it. 2. Excuse me. 3. 4. Good. Come up onto the hands and knees. We're going to switch over. Sit towards that left heel. Reach over to the right and stretch. 2. 3. 4. Good. And let's come right back up onto the hands and knees, and you're going to press back into that downward dog again and stretch. Lengthen through the spine, press those palms into the mat. Keep your knees a little bit soft, slightly bent as you're pressing back, bringing that chest kind of toward the thighs in that direction. Good. Shoulders forward, knees down. We'll stretch our hips a little bit by bringing that left knee forward. Go ahead and turn your heel in. Stretch that right leg back, and you can go forward. Inhale. And then as you exhale, come on down. And you can just rest like this on your forearms, or you can come down, put your forehead all the way down to your forearms. I like to actually rock my hips just a little bit from side to side in this posture. So if that feels good, you can do that. All right, we're going to come up from this posture. We'll use the downward dog to switch between the legs. So palms flat on the mat, twin the ball of the back foot, lift your hips, step your left foot back, stretch. And now bring your shoulders forward, let your knees touch down, and you'll take the left knee all the way up. Turn your heel in, stretch, the right knee all the way up. Turn the heel in, stretch your left leg back, inhale as you look forward. And exhale as you come on down. Again, you can relax into the posture if it feels good. To rock the hips just a little bit, you can do that. Go ahead and bring your chest up, hands firmly on the mat. Step it back one more time into the downward dog. We'll do the runner stretch again. Bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. Good. Bring your shoulders forward. Let your knees touch down. Draw your hips back towards your heels. In that direction, just relax for a moment. You can open and close your fingers and fists a few times. Stretch out your hands. All right, bring yourself up into a kneeling posture. Let's stretch the toes and the feet. Stretch your arches out. So you can let the toes curl under and just sit on your heels for a moment. Depending on like the shoes we wear, or if you're on your feet all day, your feet can actually get a little sore. Okay, so from here, let's come on up to a standing posture. So go ahead and bring yourself up.
So we're going to start with the feet about hip distance apart. Let's adjust that a little bit. There we go. And I like to do a little twisting when I start in my standing. So knees are soft, relax, lean forward, inhale, roll to the back. Exhale, back to the front. And change direction. Right back to center. Inhale as you exhale, fold into the front bend. Just let your arms hang, let your head hang, sway from side to side. Relaxing and stretching out your back. Just letting your head be drawn towards the floor. Imagine that you're creating space between each vertebra. Good. Bend the knees, bring your hands to the floor, and come on down into your squat. And now back into that front bend. And back down to your squat. Let's do that again. Front bend. And bring your chest up, hands to the hips. Inhale as you come on up. Support your back. So you can put your heel of the hands right under that rib cage, feet about hip distance. Keep the knees soft and just lift through the chest. You're just going to arch back just a little bit. And then come right back up to standing and relax. Okay, so I want to grab the belt or tie or whatever you got. Let's do a little work on the upper body, the shoulders right now. We're going to do a stretch. So I'm going to turn around so I'm facing the same direction as you. You're going to take this belt in your right hand, reach up towards the ceiling, and bend at the elbow so the palm is facing your back. Take your left hand, touch that right elbow, and gently draw it up, just slightly up and slightly back. Okay? And then you can reach up with that left arm, hold. You're just holding onto the belt and look forward. Nice deep breath here. Feel that stretch of your shoulders, your arms, tricep on that right arm. Good. Inhale as you exhale, relax. Go ahead and let that arm come down. All right. Let's do the other side. So take that belt with your left hand, you're going to reach up and back, just kind of dropping that arm. You're going to take your right hand, touch that left elbow, gently draw that elbow up and slightly back. And then take your right hand and reach up. And we're going to hold on to that belt and stretch. Breathe. Breathe. Let's do another breath here. 4. Good. And relax. Hold on to, still hold on to the belt, but just kind of stretch the shoulders a little bit. Okay, so now let's take the hands behind your back like this and hold on to your belt. And you can even open your feet a little bit wider if you're comfortable. Okay, turn around so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to fold into a front bend. So go ahead and fold. And then raise your arms up slowly behind your back. And if you want to extend your arms out or spread them out a little bit wider, feel free to do that. Just stretch. Keep your knees soft. Don't lock your knees in the front bend. It'll just make you lightheaded. All right, so from here,
Let's lower the belt and the arms, and then you can just set the belt off to the side. You're in the front bend. Sway a little bit from side to side. Reach to the floor in front of you. And let's come down into a squat. Good. And then from here, let's go back into the foot. Bring the chest up, hands to the hips, and bring yourself up. Good. All right, let's open the feet wider now. Okay, so you're going to step out onto your mat. Nice and wide. All right, and have the arms by your side. So you can do either side. I want you to extend an arm with the palm facing upward. Inhale and reach. Exhale, slide that opposite arm down your leg. Oh, nice big stretch. Inhale as you come up and exhale. Let's do the other side. Reach up. Inhale, exhale, and slide that arm down. Inhale as you reach and exhale. Reach. Inhale, exhale as you stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's do our triangle posture this morning. So you're going to extend the arms out. Okay. And you can, let's have you do either side because it can get confusing to watch me because I look opposite. So I'm turning my right toes out and angling the back foot in. And if it's easier to mirror me, that's fine. Okay. Now, no bend in the knee. Don't bend the knee. You're going to keep it nice and strong. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to reach out and then you'll pivot and come down into the stretch. And you can rest your hand on your leg and reach up towards the ceiling, or you can take the back of your hand and touch the leg. That takes a little more strength. If you're comfortable looking up, go ahead and look up at your thumb. Otherwise, just look forward for balance. And breathe. Engage that upper thigh muscle. Keep that leg strong. Press into that back heel. Inhale and reach. Exhale, turn your foot in. Good. Let's switch sides. So extend that foot out. Angle the back foot in. Inhale as you exhale, reach out. And come on down. And reach. 2, 3, engage that upper thigh muscle, nice and strong. Press into your heels. 4, inhale, reach and come on up. And exhale, turn your foot in. Let's just relax the shoulders for a moment. Good, so we're going to do that again. Extend the arms out. I'm turning my right foot out. Back foot angles in. Nice straight legs. Inhale. Exhale, reach out. And come on. Stretch. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, reach and come on up. Exhale, turn your foot in. Let's switch over. Back foot out. Right foot angles in. Inhale. As you exhale, reach out and down. 2, 3, 4. And inhale as you come on up and exhale to your foot. Good. And relax. All right. Toes pointing straight ahead. We're going to do a split leg front bend. And let's do a shoulder stretch. So you're nice and wide. Okay. You can either clasp the hands like this and roll the shoulders back. We did that at the beginning of class. Or touch the fingertips. The thumbs touch and the fingertips touch. Turn those fingers in and up on your back. See if you can do that. So you have 2 variations that you can use, and then just fold forward into your front bend. If you are clasping your hands, go ahead and raise your hands up away from your back. Good, and relax. Go ahead and let your arms come down to the floor. Good. Reach over to one leg, bring your head toward the knee. Reach over to the other leg, do the same thing, and come back to center.
Now we're gonna do a split, what I call a split leg squat. I want you to bend your knees enough to get your hands out in front of you. So turn the toes of the right foot out to the side, walk your hands over so that you are bending over or squatting over that leg. So your right knee bends, you bring the heel up, and then on the opposite foot, the left foot, go ahead and turn your toes up. You're gonna get this stretching through here. Now you've got your hands on the floor for balance in front of you. Come up, walk your hands over, come down into that squat. Go ahead and turn the toes up. And that leg as well. Good. And we're gonna go up and over. Stretch. And one more time. So just make sure you did an even number of squats on each side. Good. Let's come back to center. Turn the toes forward. Hang for a moment. Get your hands to the floor for balance. Step those feet in. And go ahead and come on down into your squat one more time. And then from here, you're going to sit down and stretch the legs out in front of you. Good. And just watch or rock. Rock your feet in and out. All right, so we're gonna do some floor exercises. So stay here on the floor for a moment. I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's start out with our cradle pose. We got your feet out in front of you. You're just gonna rock. You pick either leg, put your foot into the elbow or the hand, wrap the other arm around, and just gently rock that leg from side to side, so nice and tall. Good, and then stop the rocking movement, pull that leg in for a moment, pull. Good, let's place that foot right across your upper thigh. Go ahead and bounce the knee. All right, so if the knee comes pretty close to the floor or touches the floor, you can leave your foot right up here on the thigh if that feels comfortable, or that's not comfortable, put your foot right here on the inside of the thigh. And we're gonna stretch forward, and you can use your belt here if you want. You may not need to, but you might like using it. So we're all gonna stretch up, inhale, as you exhale, stretch forward, wrap that belt around your foot, and then just fold. It's gonna help you to keep that foot flexed. Breathe. Lengthening through that lower back, bringing that chest forward with each exhale. Let's do one more breath. Inhale and exhale deeply. Good, and then go ahead and come up and just put the belt to the side and relax, stretch your leg out. Let's do the other side. So you're gonna cradle that leg, rock the hip gently from side to side. And stop that rocking movement, pull the leg in and hold. Good, and let's go ahead and put that foot right up on the upper thigh, bounce the knee. Again, you decide if you want to keep the foot up there, put the foot on the inside of the thigh, that's fine. If you want to use the belt here, everyone just stretch up, inhale, as you exhale, reach forward. You might be able to reach with your hand. If you like using that belt, go ahead and do it. It keeps the foot nice and flexed, stretches that hamstring. And just breathe. Imagine that with each exhale, your body just relaxes into the stretch, and you go just a tiny bit further. It's like your body opens up in every posture. All that tension just melts away. You're going to bring yourself up and relax. Go ahead and do that leg. Okay, so I want to do the floor exercise where we're going to use the belt. And it's like you're doing the triangle, but on the floor. So I'm actually going to scoot my mat out just a little bit. You want to have enough room on either side for your legs to open up. Okay, so let's come down onto our backs. Bring yourself on down. And let's first start by drawing the knees in and just relaxing the back. Take a nice deep breath here. You can clasp your hands across your legs and just rock a little bit. Massage that lower back. All right, and let's have you place the feet now onto your mat, hip distance apart. Okay. Grab your belt, have it handy. First, let's start by just have it handy. First, let's start by drawing the right knee in, and you can just hold on to that knee with your hands. And let's rotate the right ankle. We'll loosen up your ankle. Stretch that out. And you can change direction. Good. And now take your belt and place it around the bottom of that right foot. And go ahead and extend your foot straight up towards the ceiling. And I want you to press out through the heel, and you want to straighten that leg. So if you have a bend in that right knee, go ahead and lower the heel just a little bit. So right now we've got the right leg going up towards the ceiling, holding onto the belt with your right hand, and just hold. And you can stretch your left leg down onto the floor. All right, so now let's extend the left arm out to the side. This will be a nice counterbalance. I'm going to have you lower your heel, your right heel or leg, just an inch or two. And now you're going to open that leg all the way out to the side, all the way down to the floor. If it's not quite touching the floor, then I want you to give it a little more belt, right? And then you can stretch. You can even look out to the left hand if you want. Just so that your shoulders are comfortable on the floor. You're going to hold. Take a deep breath here. Good. Bring that leg back up to center. Go ahead and hold onto the belt with your left hand. You're going to extend your right arm out and stretch. Draw that leg over to the side. Turn your head, look out towards the opposite hand and stretch. So you want to rest that foot on the floor. If it's not touching the floor, give yourself a little more belt. Maybe close that leg, move the leg slightly away from you just to add or to make it a little easier, right? Good, and then go ahead and bring that leg back up to center, and let's have you bend the knee, take the belt off, stretch it down onto the floor, rock your feet in and out. All right, let's do the other side. So start by bending the knees, have the feet on the mat. Let's just first draw the left knee in, clasp your hands around that knee, make a big circle with your foot. Change direction. Good. From here, take your belt, put it around the bottom of that foot and extend that leg straight up. And we want the leg to be nice and straight. So go ahead and lower the heel slightly if you need to. Flexing the foot. You can lower the right leg. You can stretch it all the way down onto the mat and just hold. All right. So we're going to take this left leg, you're holding onto the belt with your left hand, extend your right arm out to sort of counterbalance the stretch.
Lower your heel a little bit, of your leg a little bit, and then open that leg all the way out to the side. Let it come down to the floor and relax. Feel that stretch right through the hips and the pelvis area, through the inner left thigh. Hold. Inhale and exhale deeply. All right, you're going to raise that leg up. Use the belt to help you. Hold on to that belt with your right hand. Extend your left arm out. And again, you can lower the heel just a little bit, and you're going to let that leg cross over you into a twist. And when you do that, your left shoulder might come up. So I want you to turn your head, look out towards that left hand, and try to relax that shoulder as much as possible. You do want your left foot to be on the floor. So if you need to sort of move the leg away from you slightly, go ahead and do that. And relax. Notice where you're feeling that stretch all along that side. Good. Now using that belt, draw that leg back up to center. And go ahead and bend that knee. Place the foot to the mat. You can put the belt off to the side. And you want both knees bent, feet on the mat, arms by the sides, feet about hip distance. And after doing that posture, let's do the bridge pose. Go ahead and raise your hips. Hold. Inhale as you exhale, roll down slowly. And go ahead and draw your knees up into your chest and relax your back. Good, and relax. I want you to stretch yourself all the way down onto the mat. Go ahead and let your arms rest by your sides. And just rock your feet in and out a couple of times. I'm going to talk you through a nice little relaxation. So you get to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale deeply. And just relax from the top of the head down through the forehead. Relax around your eyes. Relax through the nose and the cheeks. Relax the corners of your mouth, your chin, and your jaw. Down through the neck and throat and the shoulders, down the arms to your fingertips. And back up through the shoulders, relax through the upper back, your chest, your lungs, your heart center, down through the abdomen, through the lower back. From the hips all the way down the legs to your feet and toes. So now bring your awareness to the point between your eyebrows. And imagine at this point a blue ball of light. And imagine that blue ball as it moves down to the base of your throat. See that blue ball as it moves over to the inside of your right shoulder.
And that blue light, healing light, moves down to that right elbow, down to your right wrist. And now see that blue light at the tip of your right thumb, your first finger, your middle finger, ring finger. The blue light is at the tip of your small finger. And imagine that blue ball of light at your right wrist. The right elbow. See that blue ball of light at the right shoulder. And back to the base of your throat. Imagine that blue ball of light is at your left shoulder. And it moves down to your left elbow, the left wrist. The blue ball of light is at the tip of your left thumb and the first finger, the middle finger, ring finger, small finger. And see that blue ball of light at your left wrist. Imagine that blue light at your left elbow and the left shoulder. And now back at the base of the throat. And that blue ball of light moves down to your heart center, down to your navel center. See that blue ball of light now at your pelvis. And imagine this blue light at your right hip. It moves down the leg to your right knee, your right ankle. See that blue ball of light at the tip of your big right toe and the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, small toe. That blue light is at your right ankle. It moves up the leg to your right knee. See the blue ball of light at your right hip. And now back to your pelvis. Imagine that blue ball of light at your left hip. And it moves down the leg to your left knee, all the way down to your left ankle. See that blue ball of light at the tip of your big left toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, small toe. And that healing blue light is at your left ankle. It moves up to your left knee and all the way up to your left hip. See the blue ball of light at your left pelvis, or at your pelvis, the navel center, the heart center. Imagine that blue ball of light at the base of your throat. And now at the point between your eyebrows. Slowly start to bring your awareness back by moving your fingers and moving your toes. And now start to stretch and bring yourself out of your relaxation. You can draw your knees into your chest and relax your back for a moment. When you're ready, you can draw those knees in, fold to your side, and then you can help yourself up to a comfortable seated posture. All right. So we're going to close this portion of your yoga class. You can bring your hands to your heart for a moment. And it's always nice to set an intention. How do you want to feel today? What kind of day do you want to have? I'm so happy and grateful that I am relaxed all day. Today is a relaxing day. Or today is just a happy day. Where I feel relaxed. Good. And then eyes are open. Namaste. All right. If you're going about your day, I want to wish you a really good one. Remember to breathe. Take a couple of minutes in between meetings. And if you want to stay and do some meditation, feel free to do that. All right, if you're going to stay to do the meditation, go ahead and have a blanket or towel or pillow. If you prefer to sit in a chair, that's fine. You want to sit towards the edge of the chair so your feet are firmly on the floor. And I still recommend sitting on a blanket or towel. I'm actually going to stop the recording so that it doesn't interrupt you when you're meditating.